What up, Dokkaners? So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was not planning on making this video, but because we did not receive any news last night, it sort of left me with no choice. So this video is going to be two parts. Number one, I'm going to be doing a very rough estimate for how many stones we can expect between now and the 10-year anniversary. Normally, I would do a more thought out version of it where I calculate all the way down to like the missions and whatnot. But considering the last minute nature of this video, I don't have the time to do that sort of thing. So I'm going to be doing a very rough estimate by utilizing videos from the past that I've made that sort of summarizes how much we're getting for various celebrations. Then at the end of the video, if time permits, I will also do my 3 discounted summons on this Extreme Z Hero Summon. Now, I know that this might seem, this might be sending a mixed message for some of you, but just keep in mind, number one, I'm telling you guys, for those of you who are on a budget, that it's better to wait until you're done with your regular hero summons to do this one. That still stands, but for someone like me, who is also trying to go for the SSR versions of the character, no matter how many summons I do at the end of the day on the regular banner, I am still probably going to be doing these discounts. So regardless, these summons are going to be happening. Might as well get some of them now in a video. So that's the plan. Let's start with the first question. How many Dragon Stones can we expect roughly between now and the 10-year anniversary? I can't say for sure, and there's going to be a lot of rounding up and down, more so down. So whatever answer you're about to get in this video is not my normal level of calculations and approximation. It's going to be even less accurate than that, but this is merely meant to satiate the curiosity for maybe another month or so. I was planning on originally doing this video a little bit more comprehensively after Global received the Jiren celebration, because that does make a big difference in terms of how many stones Global could be getting and how many stones JP could be getting, because I believe this is around what, 150, 200 stones easy just from this celebration, something like that. Considering we've already had a few of the parts involved in this, that also takes away from it. Like we had 3 LR EZAs, that's 100 Dragon Stones taken away from this part 2 Jiren celebration, already thrown into Global's thank you celebration in part 1, which is a week after the 9th anniversary. So for all those different reasons, I wanted to originally make this video later on, but this is just a teaser for it. So what I did is I listed out whatever we've got left. This is what we have left. As of November 9th, 2024, we have a Lord Slug part 2. People are thinking it's going to be LR False Super Saiyan Goku. Whatever it is, there's going to be a part 2 for Lord Slug. Jiren on Global. Then there's a December Dokkan Festival part 1, and then there's a December part 2, and then we have a New Year's part 1, New Year's part 2. After that, it's the 10-year anniversary, including the countdown. I am not going to be including the countdown because while normally we could just go back to years past for countdowns, this time around, I feel like since it's the 10-year anniversary, it's going to be a little bit more hype. There might be a little bit more stuff going on. I don't know if it's worth incorporating that into our predictions here. So what I did with this information is I went back to last year's timeline and I sort of went through how Global scheduling played out, because it's just easier that way, because a couple of the celebrations in terms of where they're placed sort of fits more in line with Global anyway. And since it's an approximation, I don't think it really matters. Like, oh my God, I'm off 20 stones. Who cares? So that's why I've got all of these right here. And I've got this little timeline to take a look at. And I went through my various videos to find them. So we're starting with the part 2 to the thank you celebration, not because it's the thank you celebration, but more so because this is the same time slot as what we're looking at this year for the next celebration after Lord Slug. I'm not counting Heroes. Heroes is its own thing. We'll probably get another 30, 40 stones from that during the Hero celebration. I'm not including that. I am simply starting from the part 2. So for this is the video that I made last year. And so according to my title, normally how my titles work is I'll do the calculations in the video and then I will always round it down, just so that, you know, there's always a chance. Anytime you round down, there's always a chance you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So that's why I always do that. So with 150 plus stones, I'm going to go ahead and just count it as 150. So we'll just say 150 right here for part 2. I am not going to count Jiren for right now. Then for the December celebration, the part 1, it was Android 21 last year. This Global and JP both got. So this is actually a good thing and a pretty accurate representation of what we're probably going to get this year. So it says here over 200 Dragon Stones coming. I think it was probably like 230, 240, something like that. And I'm sure I just rounded down like crazy. So if we were to add 200, then that'll give us a good amount right here. I don't think a good generalization for celebrations is 200. I would say probably a more accurate representation of the average celebration would be more like 150. So like, if you don't even want to bother watching this video, if you just simply add 150 to each of them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 celebrations left on JP until 10-year anniversary, that would be 5 times 150. That's 750. Pretty easy way to calculate, but that's like the most basic of calculations. Okay, so then for December part 2, that was the Super Saiyan Trio, right? So for this one, I found my video. I didn't write it in the actual title, but I put it on the thumbnail. So it says 130 plus. So I'm going to include 130 here. Okay. So then that just leaves New Year's and New Year's part 2. Although the holiday celebration, no, that's Jiren. Yeah, I'm not counting that. Okay. Then we've got New Year's. So Global and JP's New Year's were a little bit different in terms of like the banner selection, but in terms of the overall stone count, I feel like it should be about the same. I don't think it's that big a deal if we count Globals or JP's. If you want to count a little bit more, you can. But if we look back at, what was it? Trunks? Oops. Trunks' Dokkan Festival. So here it says we are getting over 200 stones during the New Year's 2024 celebration. So I'm going to add 200 right here. Okay. And then for New Year's part 2, that was the Omega Shenron Hachiyak Goku stuff. Cool. So over here it says more free stones coming to Global. I have it timed exactly when I say it. What do I say? Over 120 Dragon Stones headed your way during the sale. Got it. Okay, thank you. Over 120. Okay, so we'll add 120 right here. Okay. Okay, so that would be 150, 300, 500, 700. Okay, so 700 stones at least between now and 10-year. That's a very basic, very like rough approximation for how much we can expect between now and the 10-year anniversary. Rounded down on every single one of them because there were pluses on all of them. We rounded down. So if you want to add another 50, you can. Another 100, you can. It's entirely up to you. And then global players, I mean, if you want to add Jiren in there, the only reason I can't quite confidently say how much is just because I kind of forgot. It's been so long. With 100 Dragon Stones from the 17 Golden Frieza, Team Universe 7, and LR Jiren all gone, that takes away 100 from what that celebration could have given, which is probably around 200. So maybe like 100 left. So 700 left between now and the 10-year anniversary for JP, and then maybe like 800 for global. That's about the best that I can tell you. So let me know in the comments if you want to add 700 to your JP total, 800 to your global total. Where does that bring you? I will do another more accurate, still approximate, but still way more accurate representation of how many stones we have left. A little bit closer to the holiday season. I want to wait for global to finish the Jiren nonsense so that I don't have to get that, you know, I don't want to have all that stuff ruining my approximation. So give me like a month or so, and then I will be back with another video on this. So that being said, we are done with the approximation portion. I think we can still throw in some summons. Let's go ahead and do that. People have been, you know, there's not much going on, so let's give the people some summons. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this music. I like this music. I very much like this music. Actually, you know what? I'll change it to this one. Let's change it. There we go. That one. All right. So we are going to be summoning on the Heroes EZA banner. A lot of good characters for me to still pick up. I need SSRs to be rainbowed. As far as, do I need to do crack on anybody? I don't think, probably this guy. I actually don't have very many copies of this guy, so I'll just do that. I'm probably going to pull him anyway. All right, let's go ahead and do these three multis, 30 stones each, 90 Dragon Stones, 3 guaranteed featured SSRs. Coming up. All right, now some of you have already caught on to this based on the music that I've been using. I have been playing Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. It's a new gacha game that came out. This is not a promotion for it. I'm just telling you, I have been summoning, not summoning. Well, yeah, I have been summoning. I've been playing it completely free. I will not be spending any money on that game. The reason why I'm playing that game is because it's very much Dokkan-esque. It's like a 3-person, 4-person battlefield, turn-based, and it kind of has a similar sort of structure to like a typical Dokkan fight, and I've come to really enjoy the game. I don't know how long I'm gonna be playing it, to be honest. I'm sure it'll probably fade after like a week or two. I've been playing it for free, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So far, I have gone as far as pretty much the end of season 1 of the show, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. If you guys do play it, I'm gonna try to see if I can stream it. Problem is, it's such a heavy game. Even my wireless mirroring software can't handle the game. Like, I'll load it up on my PC, kind of like how I do Dokkan. What you're seeing right now, this is wireless mirroring software. Because Dokkan is basic, it can handle it, but the Jujutsu Kaisen game is so intense. The audio plays fine, but the video graphic stuff is so behind. It lags so bad, and it also forces my app to crash quite a bit. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually do it. If anybody who plays it, if you know, let me know in the comments. Is it cross save? Like, could I play it on PC and then like still have the same progression on the phone? Because if that's the case, since I'm free to play, it doesn't really matter which way I play it. I think that would work. But yeah, that's... Whenever you're down with Dokkan, do something else. And that's kind of the something else that I've been doing. It's been convenient because I can play that while I'm moving around. I have not been playing console at all, but that's just because I've been very busy. All right, these summons have been duty. We actually only just got the featured SSRs. That's really bad. So like, this is the downside of these summons. Yeah, you got the guaranteed featured, but I got 4 SSRs across 3 multis. Yeah, it was only 90 Dragon Stones, but all right, whatever. So that gave me some more. If I look at heroes, let me see, what's my heroes setup looking like? Oh, only Pan got a dupe. Okay. I got a brand new Vegex and I got a brand new God Trunks. Actually, Vegex, I believe, is rainbowed. Also, Gohonks. Yeah, I think, I got Gohonks too tonight. Yeah, Gohonks is rainbowed. Vegex's SSR is rainbowed, but God Trunks does not exist yet. So I got really only 2 new units out of it. So I kind of wasted the 90 Dragon Stones, but I'm a whale. I can waste it. You should not. Don't waste your stones. Be careful with your stones. And yeah, best of luck for those of you who are planning on summoning on the new banner. We'll see if the new banner details are coming up very soon. People are antsy. People are bored. I'm bored. Give me something to do, Dokkan. Don't make me keep playing Jujutsu Kaisen. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts on the state of Dokkan right now. This is an unfortunate side effect of the November time slot, but are you guys going to be summoning on the Heroes banner? If you guys have been playing other games, what games have they been besides Dokkan? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you literally know you want to see more. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.